Mm. 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 There's a bija mantra of release and letting go, and it goes like this. Ah. Everyone together. Ah. Good morning. Everyone isolated Lucille for some reason. It's okay, Lucille. You deserve your own section of the church. They all love you. They're in awe of you. So today, let's see, I was thinking we would start with a body scan meditation and then open to being receptive to our goodness, our innate natural goodness. So just checking in with the mind and the body, how you're sitting, the state of being that you bring to this moment. Noticing in the body is any tension, anything that needs to shift or adjust. Just being present and letting be. Starting with the toes and the feet, relaxing and letting be. Noticing the space between the toes, up into the ankles, the calves, the knee joint, the thigh. Relaxing and letting be. Being present to the hips and the loins and the back and the seat in the back, up into the belly and the chest. Middle back and upper back. Being present. And letting be. Bringing the awareness to the upper back and the shoulders, the upper arms, the forearms, the wrists, the hands, the fingers, space between the fingers. And bringing the awareness to the throat and the neck, and the back of the head, the ears, the jaw, the face, the top of the head. And noticing from the top of the head to the toes, the entire organism. Muscles, bones, internal systems. Bringing any awareness to those parts of the organism that might need attention, loving kindness. That achy hip, the tight shoulder, whatever it may be. Send it love. Know that it's loved. Know that you are loved. Letting the mind and the body rest in present moment awareness. If any distractions arise, simply acknowledge them. Awareness. And as much as possible, bring that non-judgmental awareness forwards. Simply resting in this moment. resting in this present moment, being present and letting be. And this moment is good. There is innate natural goodness in this moment and in this beingness. Imagine that you are innately and naturally good. Goodness abounds. Goodness is present. And how do we recognize that we ourselves are good? By a smile, by a kindness, by the strength to persevere. So for the next couple of minutes before the meditation ends, reflect upon your own innate natural goodness. Let it bring a joy to the heart and a smile to the face. I am good. I am good. In just a moment, the meditation will come to a close. But to remind ourselves of our own goodness, just remember, I am good. Good I am. So turn to the person next to you or nearest you and look them in the eyes and Tell them, you are good. Good you are. You are good, Tommy. Turn to Barbara and let her know she's good. Behind you. Momo, you are good. You're good, Carolyn. All right, you want that table? You're gonna leave it there? Okay.
we give some love to the band, please? So there is a black Lexus in the parking lot, license plate MAILE 58, something like that. Your trunk is open. Ah, Wendy Miley. Your trunk is open, Wendy Miley. So please go close your trunk. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So I know we've got people coming on in. Please come on in. Dallas, if you could shut that door, that would be great. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Reverend Deanne. I am the senior minister here. And I had a wonderful vacation for those who might not have seen me since Chris and I got back. And just really glad to be here. We have a very special service today because we're going to be installing our prayer chaplains. So it's one of my favorite rituals to step into. So I'm glad that everybody's here. If you're watching on the live stream, we're just so glad that you're joining us, however you're joining us, and whenever you're joining us. You know, I've said it and I'm going to keep saying it. We have about 125 households to 150 households that are watching our live stream every week. Okay? So I really, we're all going to turn around and wave to the live stream, right? We love you and we wish that you were here with us, but we understand that the coffee and the pajamas sometimes are just too hard to resist. We're a community that's anchored in love, that's grounded in the awareness of the fact that we are all here to be our most radiant self, our most authentic radiant self. And for me, it's particularly poignant to be just saying that with the prayer chaplain installation, and it is the beginning of Pride Month. Happy Pride, everybody. We're going to have our big Pride celebration the last Sunday of the month, so you don't want to miss that. And with the choir, you know, it's fun. So it's about that. It's about love. It's about compassion. It's about being able to understand that there are other lived experiences happening in this world and that we get to appreciate them. We get to welcome them. We get to stand in a place that creates a space of belonging for everyone. So to start us off right now, I'm going to invite our community song team to come on up, Carol Angini and Momo. And yeah, can we just give them some love? Because this is service, right? This is them being in service to this community and helping us create sacred space and helping us be able to unhook ourselves from whatever's going on in the world. I know there's a lot going on in the world. And so my invitation is to just be here right now in this very room.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, sweet Spirit, Spirit is in this very room. this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, sweet Spirit, Spirit is in this very room.
So I invite us to just keep opening our heart into this sacred container that we're creating together. I'm going to invite the prayer chaplains to rise and encircle the community, and for Wendy Miley to please come forward. Oh, Lucille Allison to come forward with the prayer box. And I'm also going to invite anyone who feels as if they anchor consciousness in this world, for this community, for the world, to feel free to join. And know that you at home are being held in this sacred container that we are creating together. This prayer field that is anchored in love. So in this moment, the invitation is to quiet the mind, to open the heart, to allow the stillness that is at the very center of our beingness to make itself known. Allowing the activity of our doingness to fall away, placing our attention and intention to open into that spacious I am. That which is love, that which is light, that which is joy, that which is beauty and harmony. This is our true nature and our true name. And as I see and I know the truth of the I am, that we all are, I speak this word right here and right now from this awareness of the oneness. I am inviting us all to extend our hearts to each other, to allow any sense of separation to dissolve away as we create a sacred container of potential, of possibility. And it is into this container that I invite you to place whatever you may be carrying in your heart. Whatever it is, whoever it is, whatever, into this space, and feel free to speak it aloud if you wish. And whether it's spoken or unspoken, it is held in this field of infinite potential. So where there is a call for healing and wholeness, I see every cell, atom, form, and function of beingness aligning with the truth of our being. Where there is a call for abundance and prosperity, I see the revelation of just how much more there is for each of us to experience, to know, to taste, to touch, to be present with. Where there is a call for connection and love, I see the foundation of this infinite love filling in any of the cracks in our hearts, in our minds, in our bodies, so that we are the radiating light of our true divine nature. And I know that as I see this for each of us here, I invite us to open our understanding and see that for all this day, who are sitting in that prayer field with us, who are inviting that they become more and never less, seeing everything that they need, everything this world needs, everything showing up, arising from within each of us. It is from this space and place that I know that we are creating a world that works for everyone. In gratitude for this, in gratitude for our teaching, in gratitude for our yes, in gratitude for this magnificent power of affirmative prayer to realign us with the truth of our divine nature, the truth of everyone's divine nature. I am so grateful, knowing that answered prayer is right now. And I say, and so it is, and I invite you to know that with me, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. I'm going to invite Momo to come forward. I'm going to invite those who are in the lobby to come on in.
Good morning, Unity. It's my pleasure to be here. I just wanted to share a little comedy with you. So I get this email from Carolyn saying, "Oh, Momo, we're not using the podium mic anymore. We're doing a lavalier instead." And I just totally went into my head. I'm like, oh my God, a lavalier mic. Anyway, so I just want to make sure that I'm all hooked up and I'm wired. And it feels a little strange, but here we go. Something new and unknown for me. Okay. Thank you for letting me share that with you. Who's part of our fabulous welcome team? Woohoo! Okay, 95% of us. That's pretty good. And what I try to do is I'll just check out, especially in the courtyard. If there's someone I don't know, I just like to go up and just say hi and introduce myself and try to make them feel welcome. So, and we have potluck hospitality every Sunday. And is it my imagination, or does it just keep on getting better and better? It's like a gourmet lunch at this point. We've got all sorts of good, healthy things. So thank you for all of you who are bringing the treats for us. Connect with text. Text welcome and the phone number. You know what to do. And we have really worked on our presence on social media. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. So when you see our posts, please like and share them at Unity and Marin. It helps spread the word. Spiritual connection cards, you know what they are, you know what to do. If you have a prayer or a concern, just slip that right in the prayer box, and Reverend Deanne will see each and every one of them. And they are very important to her. And your prayer requests will be held in prayer for 60 days. And it does work. It's very, very special. I know as soon as I write one, I feel uplifted. I feel a healing. I feel comforted. So check that out. Upcoming events. Oh my goodness, we have so many things coming up. Take a picture with your phone so you can make sure to check out what floats your boat. And I'm sure most of them will float your boat. All right. Please join me in our vision. A world spiritually awakened and transformed through realizing our divine potential. And our mission, Unity and Marin, is a loving community dedicated to spiritual growth, inclusivity, and service. We honor and care for ourselves, each other, and the natural world. Our core values, connectivity, living in awareness of unity with all, inclusivity, cultivating a safe space to celebrate diversity, and the value the uniqueness of every person, authenticity, being true to ourselves, our values, and spirit. Thank you for that. And today's flower and hospitality sponsor is our one and only Wendy Miley. In gratitude and celebration of all Unity Marin prayer chaplains, past, present, and future, flowers lovingly arranged by Pamela Cavana.
Just to say that Pamela has snuck into the bouquets some of the blooming flowers from last year's Memorial Day ritual.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's very creative. I'm very impressed with her and the whole flower team. And speaking of that, our hospitality and flower sponsorship is headed by the one, the only, Charcelle Hooper. Let's give her a round of applause. We love you, we affirm you, and we behold the Christ in you. Thank you for who you are and all you do. You are so appreciated and loved. Sacred Service Spotlight.
People who serve here, and today we're going to be talking about sacred service, but I wanted to highlight, I don't know if you noticed, as you exit through the Hamilton Montessori gate, on the right side there's a children's garden there, and it's still in process, but I wanted to honor and thank Pamela Cavana, the Hamilton Montessori teachers, the Hamilton Montessori school students, because they were out there too, and the facilities team for all the work that they're doing to continue to grow that children's garden. So if anybody's here who's on this list, can you please stand up so that we can give you some love? Where's Pamela? Is she here? No? She's not. Nobody's here. Where are they? Do you see what they did in the fountain too? All the flowers that got planted in the fountain, they're beautiful. We have the fabulous Dallas Craft with us today. I'm going to invite her up for a song.
Okay, heart. Now what? Now that you brought me here, out on this ledge, no turning back. The road ahead has just disappeared. You're always testing me. Must be my destiny. You seem to know that times like these bring out the best in me. And here I go one more time, letting go one more time. I'm either flying or falling to my fate. One more chance, one more toss, one more dance, one more cross, one more leap of faith. Okay, heart, I'll jump. I've learned to trust you by now, though I never know where I'm gonna land. I know you're always guiding me somehow. This ain't no faking trip. to my faith. One more chance, one more toss, one more dance, one more cross, one more leap of faith. One more chance, one more toss, one more dance, one more cross, one more leap of faith. And who knows what lies ahead, how the story will be read at the end of the day. And who knows the pain I feel, or who I might find I love along the way. Here I go one more time, letting go one more time. I'm either flying or falling to my fate. One more chance, one more toss, one more dance, one more cross, one more time. I'll take one more leap of faith.
She wrote that song. I love that. Made me want to get up and start line dancing. It was fun. Oop, careful. You're good? Oh, one more leap of faith. Everyone ready to take a leap of faith today? Feels like we're being asked to do that every day in some way, right? Another leap of faith. It's one of the foundational anchors of our teaching. And there's a piece about that leaping into faith in unity, which is really about recognizing that we already have everything we need. And that's the difference, right? We're not leaping into faith and asking some magical entity to make everything okay. We're leaping into faith to know that we ourselves have resources that we haven't even tapped yet, and that look around, everyone around us has resources, skills, gifts, talents that they haven't even tapped yet. And so when Unity talks about leaping into faith, we're talking about leaping into our capacity to see and know our own divine identity, but to also see and know the divine identity that everyone is, which I will admit can be challenging sometimes. And that's part of the work. That's part of the work that we are being invited to anchor a consciousness that is not othering, right? Not looking at polarities and seeing them as fixed. And so one of the greatest spiritual practices, we've got some foundational practices in Unity. We have meditation, we have affirmative prayer, we have this coming together in Sacred Sangha. And the foundation of that sacred Sangha, the coming together in community, in belonging, is rooted in what is called and known as sacred service. And I want to talk about what we really mean in Unity when we talk about sacred service. So first and foremost, the whole point of why we're here is to serve. Take a breath. It's not about you. The whole point of why you're here isn't about you. It's about how we are called to bring everything that we are discovering about ourselves to the world. So scripturally, from Peter, it says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. I love that, various forms, because it's inviting us to step into our inclusivity, one of our core values. It's inviting us to make space for people who have different opinions, different understandings. Can we hold the divinity that they are? Because I truly believe that that is how transformation will happen. So I want to invite us to think about sacred service as a mirror, right? As a mirror. And as we see the Christ, the Buddha, the wholeness, pick your word, whatever doesn't trigger you, right? That we're seeing a reflection of our own nature. So that does mean that when people irritate us, we are also seeing a reflection of our own nature. Right? That's why we do the shadow work. That's why we sit with those pieces. And being engaged in sacred service is a way for us to consciously say, I'm stepping into this interaction with the world from a place of anchored consciousness and love. Unity believes that when we bring intentionality and when we bring our attention to something, it grows in consciousness. So if we are bringing this idea of sacred service into all of our interactions in the world, that's work, right? That if we are doing that we are standing in a place where our consciousness continues to grow and up-level and shift. So I always say this, the people who irritate us the most are our greatest teachers. And if we can stand in that, they're here for me to grow. They're here for me to understand something. They're here for me to see the beloved. I looked at Kathleen O'D and immediately the beloved and Rumi jumped into my head, right? That's what we're here for, is to recognize and honor and be in service to the beloved. So what I often hear and see from people is, what, who, me? I don't have anything to offer. Who am I to step into this place of service? Because it does ask something of us. It does ask us to be visible. It does ask us to take on responsibilities. And by responsibilities, I don't mean an onerous, heavy, I'm drowning under it. I'm talking about our capacity to respond. Taking on the things that we are cultivating our ability to respond. That's what responsibility means. The other one that we get on the other side of it, well, what about me? What do I get out of this? And that's a place too where we're being invited to grow. We're being invited to understand that what we get out of this, whatever this is something that is absolutely in service to our own growth, to our own evolution. If it makes you uncomfortable, go for it. That's kind of my rule of thumb. Do I feel uncomfortable here? That means it's a leading edge for me. I'm being invited to step into something else. So ultimately, I'm inviting us to hold this idea of sacred service as a spiritual practice of oneness. And in connection like that, we turn the ordinary into extraordinary. That is where transformation arises and unfolds. And when I think about this, I think about Martin Luther King always comes to mind. And I think that man was in service. He wasn't up there because he wanted to be up there. I'm sure if anything, he did not want to really be up there. It was hard. It was challenging. It was scary. Right? It asked something of him to be in this capacity of sacred service. And yet, because he committed so fully, and because the communities around him committed so fully, transformation arose. something else happened. The ordinary became the extraordinary. So, I've shared these slides before, but we have new people here, and it's always good to remind ourselves, right? So, the consciousness of sacred service, I want you to think about the fact it's not what you do. What you do matters, obviously, but it's where you are, where it is arising from that makes the difference between whether we're in sacred service or whether we're just helping somebody. And can you feel the difference between the two? So when we're talking about consciousness of sacred service, here at Unity in Marin, we've got the ushers and the welcome team and hospitality. We've got service assistants, we've got youth and family, we've got choir and fabulous community song leaders. Now, the consciousness that they're holding for all of us, right, would be the ushers and the welcome team would be belonging and open-heartedness and order, making sure it's all kind of flowing, and connection and community. The service assistants are holding order and flow and sacred space. Youth and family is all about possibility and creativity and joy and wholeness and authenticity. And the choir and the community song leaders are about joy and creativity and open-heartedness and sacred space. Can you feel the difference? I'm here to help anchor creativity, open-heartedness, and sacred space. That's very different than I'm a community song leader, right? We have prayer chaplains, we have the board and the fundraising team, we have facilities, garden, flower, decorating team, we have inspirational readers, we have even more than this, but there's only so many slides. I think you're getting the idea, yes? So the prayer chaplains are anchoring healing and wholeness and sacred space. They're not there to help you. Everyone take a deep breath. They are not there to help you. Prayer chaplains, are you listening? Okay. You don't need any help. You might need to remember something about yourself, but that's a very different thing, yes? So what prayer chaplains are doing is anchoring healing and wholeness and that sacred space. That's what they do. The board and the fundraising team is about vision and strategy and abundance and possibility and integrity. And all of the facilities and the garden and the decorators and the flower, it's about beauty, yes? It's about holding that consciousness of beauty, the vision, creativity, order, sacred space. And then the inspirational readers, it's inspiration. It's sacred, yeah? Can you feel how when we approach our quote-unquote tasks, whatever they may be, we are being invited to become conscious of the consciousness that we are operating from? What is it that we are here to anchor in this moment? Can you feel how freeing that is in some ways? It's not about whether you do it well or you do it poorly. It's about how am I showing up? How am I bringing all of my gifts, all of my talents, all of my divine nature in this moment? Can you feel how that gives us the freedom? And it's from the freedom that the transformation happens. It's like Momo, she got in her head, and I kept telling her before service around the lava, I was like, stop. You're not even going to, the whole point is you don't have to think about it, right? The whole point of a lavalier is you don't have to worry. Where's the mic? Where's my mouth? What's going on, right? There's nothing to worry about. Oh, what if that's what we're bringing? So that Momo doesn't have to worry about the technicality of her microphone anymore. All she has to worry about is what is she bringing? What is she anchoring in time and in space? And thank you, Momo, for being the model today. So everything I've been sharing up until now has been very inward focused in some ways. It's how we show up and serve each other. And a big piece of what we're growing into here is how we serve the greater world concretely, right? Prayer is powerful, don't get me wrong. And we're being invited to something more that is an activation within us. So last Sunday, the Social Justice Choir met for the first time, and the songbook that we're using is from the Justice Choir. And there are chapters all over the country, and we are applying to become an actual chapter of the Justice Choir. And who was here? Anybody who was here, raise your hand. We had so much fun. Really, we had so much fun. We had almost 30 people there. It doesn't matter whether you can sing or not. It's not about that. It's about the energy and the spirit of showing up. So this is, I cut some excerpts from the songbook. So this originated out of Minneapolis in the Twin Cities. So in their introduction, I paraphrased it just slightly because, make it fit on the slide. A friend of mine under an oppressive regime said that those who rule can take away economic opportunity, political and civil rights, and freedom of movement, but they can never take away their art. So for them, dance, poetry, painting, songs have become ways to resist. And we have talked about how, as we are stepping into what does it mean to be a place of transformation actively in the world, how singing brings us so much joy. It's so creative, and we get to sing and support what we believe, not what we are resisting. What you resist persists. Breathe into that. What you resist persists. So we are looking to anchor what we believe in, our values. They go on to say, so that's also why we sing for justice. No matter the circumstances, we can always sing. And when we sing, we create community and animate courage, and the world begins to change. We invite you to join us in singing and working for that day of justice and to share this music with others. And it's that last sentence. That's what it means to be in sacred service. To share all of this with others, right? It's not just for us. It's about touching as many people as we possibly can. So are we clear on the difference between serving and helping? It's really just about consciousness. I can do the exact same thing for someone, but if I'm serving, I see their wholeness. If I'm helping, I think they're broken and they can't do it, so I have to do it for them. Can you feel the difference? And it's hard. Our culture is all about brokenness. So standing in that place of serving really does ask something of us from our spiritual practice. So sacred, from the Latin sacer? No. Sacer? No. Say. Sacer. Thank you. We were listening, you can listen online and they'll tell you how to pronounce something. And of course, I couldn't remember it. Which means holy, consecrated, dedicated to the gods. And we are the God. We are it. We're dedicated to the God, right? That we each are. And then when we step into service, we are sanctifying. We are making something holy. We are recognizing the holiness that is inherent in each person. So the prayer chaplains are going to be like, huh? But I kept thinking about the power of zeal for this prayer chaplain installation. Now, the power of zeal is enthusiasm, audacity, and devotion. The enthusiasm, everyone gets that, right? Audacity, what Linda Martello-Whitsitt identified as audacity, is insisting that no material circumstance can interfere with your ability to shine the light of your spiritual nature. That's what it means to be audacious. And what the prayer chaplains do is remind us that there is no material circumstance that can interfere with our ability to share our light and our spiritual nature. The other thing they do is this devotion. And by devotion, we're talking about a sacred dedication, a deep and steady commitment that brings a love-infused consistency to a spiritual purpose, cause, or calling, even when it's challenging. Can you feel how we're all being invited to be audacious, and we are all being invited to be devoted? And it is that energetic, and it doesn't have to be big. Being devoted can be however that expresses through you authentically, but it's still zeal. That is where it is arising from within each of us. So the prayer chaplains anchor something for this community that is so powerful. They are the healing arm of the church, right? They are the healing arm. They are the ones who help us to remember to remember. They are the ones that are holding all of us, even if you have never gone to a prayer chaplain for prayer, guess what? They're holding you in a field of infinite potential and possibility. That's what they do. That's how they are showing up and expressing their most authentic gifts and talents. So I'd like to invite the prayer chaplains and the emeriti to come on up here. Just make a little semicircle. Yes, emeriti, you too, come on up. Or the active emeriti, I should say. But anybody who wants to be an emeriti, come on up. You can take the vows again. I'm fine with that. I only have a couple of names of active emeriti, so don't be insulted if your name is not on there, okay? Hi, baby. This is one of my favorite things to do is the installation. As you may or may not know, I have a soft spot in my heart for affirmative prayer, right? So we have the returning prayer chaplains who are Paula Aboud, Bonnie, maybe just raise your hand so people kind of know who you are. Paula Aboud, Bonnie Abbey, Gus Bostic, who's over here, Ina Brennan, who's over here as well, Barbara Cedarblade, Yvette Connor, we have Gloria Cunha, we have Elizabeth Drew, Claire Grinzel, Jen Kelly, Wendy Miley, Kathleen O'D, and Ellie Staples. And then the active emeriti whose names I was given are Lucille Allison, Barbara Cochran, and Momo Cortez. And then can all the other emeriti just raise your hand? So we can all see, because they do serve. They show up and they serve, right? And so those are our returning. And Trish, just come forward a little bit here so everyone can see you. Just gotta, yeah, there we go. So Trish Brady is our newest light in the prayer chaplains. Can we please give her some love? Yeah, it's exciting. We're very glad that you're here. I have to switch to the actual installation ceremony. Everyone, sorry. Here we go. All right. This quote came to me, and I think it really sort of encapsulates for me what the prayer chaplains do for themselves, for each other, for the world, for the community. The longer I live, the more deeply I learn that love, whether you call it friendship or family or romance, is the work of mirroring and magnifying each other's light. Gentle work, steadfast work, life-saving work in those moments when life and shame and sorrow occlude our own light from our view. But there is a still clear-eyed person, loving person, to beam it back. In our best moments, we are that person for another. This is the call of prayer chaplains. So, where am I? All right, so there are vows that are about to be taken. and there's blessings that are going to be bestowed. And so each one of these individuals who you see in front of you have said yes to this powerful call to be the mirror, to be the light, to be that which is reminding us all as the healing arm of Unity in Marin. And so I am going to state the vows, and if you are in agreement, your response will be, I do. You're getting married to your own agreement. All right. So, do you dedicate yourself to an ever-deepening spiritual practice where you may know and live into an expanded awareness of the power and the presence that you are? Do you dedicate yourself to behold the divinity in all people, to anchor and affirm the oneness that we are all in circumstances, that we are in all circumstances and conditions? Do you answer this calling with dignity, integrity, and sincere commitment? Do you support Unity in Marin and its mission to be dedicated to spiritual growth, inclusivity, and service, and to honor and care for ourselves, each other, and the natural world? And do you support the mission of the Unity in Marin prayer chaplains to be a transformative presence on the planet through the power of affirmative prayer? It is my honor to install you to the Unity in Marin prayer chaplains for 2025. Your service to the community is a blessing to the world. Can we give them some love, please? So we have a blessing, and we're going to extend our hands and our hearts, and we say to you, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ as you. Now, I'm going to invite the prayer chaplains to stay here. The Emeriti can sit down, but I'm going to invite the prayer chaplains to stay. I'm going to invite Dallas to come on up. I found a song. I'm always looking for songs. So I found a song that I think encapsulates the power and the energy of what the prayer chaplains are saying yes to. So the words are going to be on the slide so that we can all sing it together, including all of you. You can see them right there.
So I pray, and so I deepen, holding space, holding peace, and so I pray, and so I deepen, holding space, holding peace. I stand for you. I stand for oneness. I stand for love. I stand for you. I stand for you. I stand for oneness. I stand for love. I stand for you. Every breath a prayer, every thought a blessing. Breathing God, breathing love. Prayer, every thought a blessing. so I deepen, holding space, holding peace, and so I pray, and so I deepen, holding space, holding space. I stand for you. I stand for oneness. I stand for love. I stand for you. I stand for you. I stand for oneness. I stand for love. I stand for you. Every breath a prayer, every thought a blessing. Breathing God, breathing love, every breath a prayer, every thought a blessing. Breathing God, breathing love, sacred presence, holy being, holding space, holding love, sacred presence, holy being, holding space, holding love, and so I pray.
Can we give them one more round of applause, please? That was fun, wasn't it?
Thank you, Dallas. That was lovely. And thank you to our beloved chaplains. We love you and appreciate you. Okay. As Reverend Deanne had mentioned before, our community social justice choir we come together to sing in the name of justice and equality. It's held right after the choir Sunday. So the next one is going to be Sunday, June 29th at 12 p.m. And let your friends and neighbors know. Tell everyone about it, basically. Discussion circle, it's going to connect and reflect on today's service. And our facilitator is Tom Brown. Is Tom here today? Yes. Thank you, Tom, for your sacred service. And that is every Sunday in the courtyard, 15 minutes after our service ends. Dum da dum dum. Today is Check Lost and Found. It's now or never. So please check us out. There is a bin which will be in the courtyard after our service today. And unclaimed items will be donated. Okay, so remember to check. Community Garden Day. We're going to tend the earth and nurture your spirit. June 5th and June 26th, starting at 9 a.m. So we're going to get an early start. So bring your coffee with you and I guess a bag lunch or whatever. Everyone is welcome. Bring your hat, bring your tools, bring your gloves, and remember to bring your SPF if you need it. Please help us with that. We're looking for volunteers. Oh, I feel so free out here without that. With that. Oh, hello. Oh, God. Oh my God. I just got the whole. Never mind. Okay. Dan kept on say just forget about it, forget about it, forget about it. Okay. All right. Okay, back to the script. Community small groups. June 8th through July 12th. There's going to be 12 of these groups to choose from. The last day to sign up is going to be June 15th. So don't be that person that goes, oh gosh, I would have signed up for the cooking class or whatever. So sign up. And you can do it online or in the courtyard after the service. Nancy, you're up.
Now I've got to be tethered, I think. So I'm Nancy Foster, and I'm on the board and on the fundraising team. And Lucille Allison and Monica Walsh and I are the three main people and Deanne on the fundraising team. And I'm here to talk once again about the upcoming auction, which is going to be late summer, early September, fall. We haven't got the dates exactly pinned down. But as I think about this, well, let me ask you a question. Do you think there's a lot of talent in Unity and Marin? And I loved what you were saying about resources and everybody having their various form of resources and talent. So I'm here and calling upon you to contribute your talent to the auction. And I'm going to give you 3 different ways so you can think about this. One, you can offer your own personal service or an experience that you're aware of. And many of you already have, and we're going to be following up with you. But think about, what do I have to offer? And you can be really creative. You know, think of something that takes somebody, you know, say, oh, I'll take 6 people and go do this, or something like that. And we'll help you figure out what price to put on it. And or you can volunteer to offer ideas, like other people we could ask to offer their service or experience, or just brainstorm with us these ideas. Or, there's number 3, you can offer to help make calls and emails to potential donors, or we need people to go out to restaurants, for example, and ask for gift certificates. And even if you only do one of these, and we have a letter that you can take to them, you know, explains who we are and stuff like that. And it's actually fun. Actually, I'm going to call out Jean Marie Grumet, who did it last year, and she had so much fun. Doesn't have time this year, but she had so much fun doing it. So, so if you would see Lucille or me, because Monica has to leave quickly, after service, we'll be out by the door, board table in the courtyard, and just sign up. We'll take your email, and so we can get back in contact with you. And if you don't, or you can call Lucille or I or Monica, and if you don't know how to get in touch with us, you can email the office, and they'll get in touch with us for you. Okay, so put your thinking caps on and think about what talent, what resource you have to offer. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Nancy. I would like to affirm that you, Lucille, and Monica could rule the world if you would like to. So we just happen to live in it with you. Okay. Now is the time for giving and receiving. The ushers are going to be coming forward shortly. Ways to give. You know the deal with that. And don't forget about your spiritual connection card. You can drop your prayer and drop that right into the basket with your offering. And join me in saying our offering affirmation. And will the ushers please come forward? I am the power of abundance, giving and receiving gratefully. And Dallas.
me staring off the cliff again and looking down on everyone. Wish my goodbyes could be more innocent, but every part just wants to run. I have this deep, deep feeling in my ribs again. I just keep moving on. Like the deep, deep current on the river bend. I have to keep moving on. There's times I need direction. There's times I need to roam. I move station to station. I showed up here alone. I am my own arrow. I am my own home. And it's alright, it's alright. It's a need to roam. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. It's all I've ever known. It's alright, it's alright. So if you're falling through the cracks again, maybe the fall was by design. 'Cause someone's gonna break your heart again. Well, that's just proof that you're alive. I have this deep, deep feeling in my ribs again. I'll just keep moving on. I like the deep, deep current on the river bend. I have to keep moving on. Well, there's times I need direction. There's times I need to roam. I move station to station. I showed up here alone. I am my own arrow. I am my own home. Yeah. And it's alright, it's alright. It's all I've ever known. It's alright, it's alright. Oh yeah. It's alright, it's alright. It's all I've ever known. It's alright, it's alright. Well, there's times I need direction. There's times I need to roam. I move station to station. I showed up here alone. I am my own arrow. I am my own home. I am my own arrow. I am my own
Thank you, Dallas. And thank you, monks. And thank you, Jeremy. We love you and we appreciate you. Okay, Ask the Minister, Part 2. Part 1 was obviously not enough. There are so many questions about unity. What is it all about? What does it mean? How does it show up and add meaning to our lives? So there's going to be Ask the Minister, Part 2. And that is next Sunday, June 8th, so you don't want to miss that. And you can submit your questions at any time on our website for the future. Ask Minister Services. And we appreciate your questions. Thank you so much. Upcoming guest speakers, Gabe Paulson. Love that guy. And he's going to be speaking about Fathering Day. He's a fine example of what a father, conscious father, looks like. And he lives it. Dr. Cindy Acker, our beloved Dr. Cindy, yes. June 22nd, she's going to be speaking about 18th, which I believe is June 19th. Yes. Correct? Yes. Yes, okay. And it's also Pride Month, too. Yeah. It's not in the slides, but I would like to just do my part to acknowledge June is Pride Month. So, please celebrate with me and amongst yourselves also. Unity Maroon Prayer Chaplains, how may we pray with you? Can we get our beloved chaplains to stand? And if you haven't had the privilege of praying with a chaplain, it's a wonderful, uplifting experience. Everything is private and confidential. So thank you, chaplains. We love you and we appreciate you. And shall we say our blessing for the children, since I don't believe they are going to be here, so.
Yeah, they're teens. They don't want to talk to us anymore. They want to talk to each other.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal. So let's rise. Let's extend our hands and our hearts. We see the youth and family we have here, the youth and family of the world, those LGBTQ plus kids out there.
Yes.
Just holding all of them, and we're going to know this together.
You are the perfect expression of divine light. We love you exactly the way you are. And please say the prayer of protection with me. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is. And so it is.
Let's sing.
Yes.
Turn the monitors down.
Gratitude before you, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Happy Sunday, everybody. I'll be right here at the door. Come join us in the courtyard for hospitality.